Good morning. This is the 19th of 53 consecutive 5-mile walks from the Gresford Disaster Memorial to the miners' rescue in town. I'm back again. Yesterday's film finished with an acknowledgement of the desperate plight faced by the dependents of the dead miners and Wrexham as a whole. The widowed, fatherless and jobless amounted to 2,600. And when you consider the ripple effect to close friends and family, it's easy to see how every community in and around Wrexham was deeply impacted. The timing of the disaster meant that national newspapers did not report on the events until Sunday. News travelled slowly back then compared to the 24-hour multi-platform world we live in today. When the news did hit the streets, it was carried on the front pages of every national newspaper and dominated radio broadcasts. The Sunday Times, as recorded in Stanley Williamson's Anatomy of a Disaster, reflected on coal mining being a trade in which danger is ever present. In a sense, the men at the coalface are on constant active service, as soldiers are in a time of war. Moreover, like soldiers, they are directly serving their country. To the miners who daily risk their lives to provide us with this precious black gold, the whole coal community owes a profound debt of gratitude. The Daily Mail ran with the headline, "Death Toll 273 in Burning Welsh Mine, Hope Abandoned," and reported on the King's message of sympathy to the families and women fainting in mud at the pithead when informed that the rescue mission was over. The Sunday Chronicle led with "All hope abandoned for entombed miners, Inferno sealed, hopeless battle of rescuers," and spoke of an underground holocaust and how fans left the Wrexham versus Tranmere match in tears after the final whistle. The Guardian told of escape through fires, survivors' stories, focusing on one of the missing men being married only a fortnight ago. And the News Chronicle led with "Epic story of 40 hours fight with fire, bodies almost reach when men withdrawn," and explained how the death toll was established by counting missing lamps and how news updates were distributed to shop windows in different villages around Wrexham, where locals would gather round for more news. As far as BBC radio broadcasts are concerned, you can sample the actual reports yourself in this thread. With such exposure, news of the disaster spread quickly across Britain and prompted an enormous wave of support. The response was immediate, and to cope with the avalanche of compassion and offers of financial assistance, systems would need to be implemented to manage the receipt and redistribution of relief funds. Systems were implemented quickly and would eventually lead to the establishment of the Gresford Colliery Disaster Relief Fund. September 1935, a year after the disaster, £33 million in today's money would be donated to the fund. Today's walk was dedicated to Philip Hewitt, William H. Higgins, Henry J. Holden, Alfred Holt, and Cecil Hughes. And today's song is One by U2.